Designed by the famous shipwright Sinan Quaid, the Jupiter Class Battlestar was brought into service at the advent of the First Cylon War, and has since become easily the most renowned and popular warship classification in colonial history. The first wave of Jupiter Class Battlestars was constructed by the Daedalus Mobile Shipyard as a means of securing faith in the recent articles of colonization, with one of the vessels being provided to each of the 12 colonies to serve as a measure of defense against the Cylons, as well as a symbol of colonial unification. At a length of 1,445 meters, the Jupiter's frame is a logical progression of the styles put in place by the earlier Artemis class, featuring an armored central body flanked by self-contained launch bays known as flight pods. The ship's FTL system requires total structural stability to ensure safe transit, and as such, the vessel's flight pods are retracted into the hull prior to any hyperlight jump. At sublight speeds, the Jupiter class is propelled by a cluster of 6 powerful sublight engines, able to provide a cumulative velocity of 1,500 kilometers per second. At the time of its commissioning, the weapons complement of the Jupiter class was among the most extensive in the colonial fleet, including a wide range of adjustable artillery batteries, ship-to-ship missile launchers, point defense flak arrays, and VLS nuclear missile tubes. Modifications made towards the end of the First Cylon War saw the removal of the Jupiter's conventional missiles, instead adding a large number of additional artillery batteries. Older Jupiters still in service after the Cylon armistice were generally stripped down to serve peacetime security roles, with much of their armor and many of their weapons emplacements removed. As a hybrid battleship carrier, the Jupiter class carries a large complement of strike craft and support vehicles. The earliest Jupiters constructed, such as the Battlestars Athena and Galactica, were briefly loaded with Mark I Colonial Vipers, but soon received complements of the newly developed Viper Mark II, a fighter that would quickly become synonymous with the Jupiter's fame. The Battlestar is equipped with 80 magnetic launch tubes, used to rapidly deploy large numbers of fighter craft, as well as a moderate complement of Colonial Raptors for interstellar reconnaissance and assault operations. Undoubtedly the most famous example of the Jupiter class is the Battlestar Galactica, BS-75. The Galactica was the first Jupiter to see active service outside of the prototype stage, and played a crucial role in almost every major engagement of the First Cylon War. 40 years after the Cylon armistice, the Galactica was scheduled to be retired from service and converted into a spaceborne museum, but these plans were aborted at the outbreak of the Second Cylon War, when Galactica found herself as one of only 2 remaining colonial warships in existence. Across the following 4 years, the Battlestar Galactica, alongside the Mercury-class Battlestar Pegasus, led what remained of the human race through a long and difficult search for a new home. Across the course of the voyage, the Galactica endured damage and hardship far beyond its design limitations, often standing up to advanced warships over 40 years newer than herself. The importance of the Jupiter-class Battlestar to colonial history cannot be overstated. The class has helped to unify the 12 colonies, to turn the tide of the most violent war in human history, and later to ensure the very survival of the human species itself. Thank you for watching Spacedock. Please remember to like, subscribe and share for more science fiction spacecraft summaries. If you enjoy the channel, why not consider pledging your support on Patreon? For just $1 a month, you'll be able to access the Spacedock schedule to see what's coming up.